lightweight as well. Yeah? The reason being, handbrake is lightweight in Europe, so I just got Cardo. Just for handbrake is lightweight. Okay, it's got
oh, this feels a bit weird. Feels very weird, this one. So this is the SV650. Got a really nice smooth motor. She just thrown slightly forward in the position. So I'm not sitting up completely straight on this bike. More like a sports tourer. I'm actually leaning forward over this bike. Yeah, this is definitely more of a sports tourer, little SV650. I know for a fact that I wouldn't enjoy this bike already just by sitting on it. The position I'm sitting in, which is slightly hunched over, but not like fully, is putting pressure on my lower spine. Got a nice throttle response, nice engine. I can let the clutch out just a little bit and straight away the engine's pulling. But the position of this, I would have the seat's quite firm. I mean, I had the same issue on my GS750 and I had to stick in some bar risers just to get me sitting up in a more straight position because of my back. So the traction control, I've set it to 1. It's only got 3 different modes on and that's just for the traction control itself. You've got traction control off, or you've got 1 and 2. That is it. There's nothing fancy on this bike. What the hell are you doing, you pillock? But she feels nice. Besides the seating position, and that's mainly because of my problem, not the bike. You know, I suffer with sciatica, so sitting in this position now, I know that I'd probably last maybe an hour on this bike before my back is really starting to hurt, because I've been on this bike for 5 minutes and I can feel the pressure in my spine already just from the position I'm sitting in. So this definitely wouldn't be a bike for me, but I've tried the Aprilia Touareg, and I want to try an off-road bike which had a lovely position. I mean, that was gorgeous. This bike, this is more road orientated. But I think if I was to put some bar risers, that would have me more sitting upright. I think that would be a lot better for me. It's got a nice simple dash. There's no TFD on this, it's all analog. It's got a little bit of digital in the corner, but it's mainly just analog. Miles per hour, it can be changed between kilometers and miles per hour. It's got a gear indicator, miles digital, the RPMs is in analog. What else? Got a fuel gauge on it as well. It's a good job. Every bike nowadays should have a bloody fuel gauge. Nothing worse trying to guess what mileage you have. Alright. But on this is very similar to my my GS. I'm nearly flat-footed on it. So I've got the balls of both my feet on it, whereas the other bike I rode, the Touareg, I was on my tiptoes. So, but I mean, if I hang off to one side slightly, I'm flat-footed, which is fine. Right, we're 20 degrees now. God, it's going to be a lovely day. 20 degrees Celsius. Another beautiful day in the sunniest part in the British Isles. Alright, come on mate, I've got half an hour to give this little ride. We're going to take a different route this time. Don't pull out on me, mate. So today, got to thank, trying to think who they are now. There used to be Motorama V-Stroms. I know the V-Stroms still run it. I just can't remember the name of the place now. It used to be Honda V-Stroms, but then it went Motorama V-Strom. So, but I've got to thank them today. I've had the pleasure of taking out the Aprilia Touareg 660, and now I'm on the V-Strom 650 by Suzuki. So the mirrors, as you can see, the mirrors work perfectly. There's very little shake in them. You've got an absolute clear view both sides. The screen works well. Oh, I can smell a strong smell of onion. Oh, that was strong. Don't know where that came from. Nah, where are you going? There's my wife's work. She works for the parish hall. So I've got to be a good boy in St Saviour's Parish and not break the rules. Otherwise I'll never hear the bloody end of it. This bike is really smooth, like really smooth. I mean, compared to the Aprilia, okay, it's an off-road bike, old Sam. It's an off-road bike. It had a bit of a chuggy motor, but this is just so smooth, and the throttle feels smooth as well. It's such a nice ride. It's just a shame about the position how I'm sitting, but I mean that can easily be sorted with a pair of bar risers. This would be perfect, but doesn't mean it's not going to be perfect for you, mind you. I mean, you probably don't have the same problem as me with back problems. The knees feel quite high on this. The seating position, that's oh, and the gearing going down in gears there. There we go. Yeah, the knees are, I mean, the position I'm sitting in, the position of the foot pegs, your foot is basically, I'd say it's in line with your hip, but because you lean forward a bit, it's just a bit of a weird position to be sitting in. The changing gears, I mean, this hasn't got a quick shifter, but she is so smooth. Such a smooth gearbox. I mean, I'm now in 6th gear, just over 2,000 revs, doing 30 miles an hour, and there's no chugging on the engine. There's no like bump bump bump. It's absolutely smooth. It's got such a nice engine. And it just feels like it's effortless as well. It's like, you know when you get that feeling when you ride and the engine is at the like optimum level for like the air temperature, the fueling, and it just feels so smooth. This is what this bike feels like right now. I'm in 6th gear, just under 2,500 miles. 6th gear, I mean, I've just dropped down to nearly 25 miles an hour in 6th gear, and it's still smooth. There's no chug, there's no like bump 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 like you get sometimes in a motor. Alright, that's it. Turn off your biddy. This is a 40 mile an hour road. There you go, 40 mile an hour, 3,000 revs. So yeah, this engine is really smooth. It is ridiculously smooth. Come on, Arsenal. Sorry, I'm just listening to the radio at the same time. Got the radio on in my Oh, Arsenal's got a penalty. Oh, 2-0 to Arsenal. Get in there. Come on, boys. Haha. That's what I like to hear. 2-0 to Arsenal against United. That's